Hi, my name is Christopher Joel. I'm a front-end developer, and I'm here to talk to you about web performance domination. And this is about a project that's mostly crazy and for fun, but I'm suggesting that it might be a cool idea to pursue. So the problem is we have a web page and we have like 20 JavaScript libraries, and we love JavaScript libraries, but they make the page slow because as they download, they block the page from rendering, and you don't like that. It takes 20 seconds to load your page. So Steve Sodders in 2008 suggested that, well, why don't we just asynchronously load our scripts? Because then they can download and execute all at once, and we don't have to worry about the performance hit. Unfortunately, this has some ramifications, such as, so a lot of scripts can't afford to execute asynchronously. So in 2010, Sony Stefanov suggested, well, why don't we just pre-cache all of our JavaScripts before executing it, and then execute in order. And so now, fast forward to today, we have a number of scripts that have this solution where we pre-cache our JavaScripts, we execute them in order, and hypothetically, when these don't block the page anymore, our page is faster. In reality, it's not actually faster. It's we get the load event on our websites faster, but the scripts still have to execute, so there's some time involved in that. But the web pages appear to be faster. So several libraries let us do this today: LabJS, HeadJS. Steve Sodders recently built ControlJS, and he built it with this idea that for the most part we could blanket do this to all JavaScripts on the page and not have any problems. But the reality is that web pages are they're not built that way. We can't blanket asynchronously load JavaScripts on websites because scripts that are depending on load events are never going to hear the load events. There's this thing called document.write, which is this antiquated function in the DOM that when you call it after the page loads, it just hoses your entire page. Your page just becomes a blank slate. And you can't accommodate for these issues just out of the box if you try to blanket asynchronously load JavaScripts. So I'm proposing a solution called DominateJS, which started as a fork of ControlJS, but basically accommodates for all of the situations that ControlJS does not accommodate for, such as load events and document.write. I had a demo, but I couldn't get it online. This is a picture of Wonder Woman dominating Firefox. So DominateJS overrides native DOM methods. So whenever somebody tries to set the OM mode on the window, whenever somebody tries to attach a DOM content loaded event, whenever somebody tries to read ready state, Dominate lies to it and tells it it's not ready until it actually is, and then tries to execute those functions. Additionally, we slapped HTML parser right on top, and it's made the library like 3 times as big, but it accommodates for document.write really, really well. And we can actually load these crazy Google ads that are recursively calling document.write. Like they load a script onto the page of document.write, and that script will then call document.write. And it works pretty well. Basically, we just stream all the document.write into the parser, and then the parser gives us what it thinks the HTML should look like, and then we manually insert it back into the DOM. Anyway, current status is a lot of pages are looking really great, and we've learned a lot of crazy things about the DOM. Google Ads work great in most cases. On some browsers, we have some weird quirks, and I would really love if any of you people out there could come and help us out on GitHub, because there are so many weird edge cases that we haven't tried yet, and we'd love some assistance. Thank you.